The man was desperate for his wife to have a baby, so he stuffed a pillow under her clothes, pretending she was pregnant. 10 months later he illegally obtained a baby. The woman was disgusted, but she had no choice. The couple had been married for years without children. The husband always assumed it was his wife's fault. A few months ago, he took his wife to the hospital for a checkup. He was convinced she was the problem, but to his shock the issue was him. And what was worse, his infertility was genetic and incurable. His pride was shattered. Even though his wife never blamed him, he couldn't accept it himself, especially when he saw his friends happily enjoying family life. He envied them deeply. Then an idea popped into his head. He decided his wife should fake a pregnancy. At a dinner gathering, he suddenly announced that his wife was expecting. She froze. Even she didn't know about this, but she had no choice but to play along. For his pride, for the way people saw them, she didn't expose the lie. Back home, her husband insisted that she keep up the act. She resisted, but for his sake, she reluctantly agreed. From then on the man walked with his head held high, smiling proudly. But pretending to be pregnant wasn't easy. The fake belly made it impossible for her to bend down. On top of that, she had to avoid people touching her stomach. When co-workers asked about pregnancy symptoms, she could only make vague replies. Even during her breaks, relatives and friends kept visiting. She endured 10 long months of frustration. Finally, the husband spent all his savings. He used illegal means to obtain a baby boy. A stranger's baby arrived at their home. The man was beyond satisfied, but his wife, looking at the child with no blood relation, couldn't bring herself to care. At first she impatiently changed the baby's diaper. Her husband noticed her disdain, so he took over and did it himself. No matter how exhausted he was from work, he would still come home and care for the baby.